used to have a gigantic picture wall. It's gone now. I used to have privacy too. That's gone as well. Hi everyone, Samira here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I know, it's been a minute. It's been more than a minute. But I don't want to say we've been busy. I'm going to tell you what I've been up to, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about intuition and astrology because I need to share my recent experiences, and I also want to get into the nitty-gritties of it and all the cool stuff. But before that, I got my room painted, so you might hear an echo because like it was a long time coming. This wall used to have a bunch of pictures. I made a time capsule from 2019 to 1997 to 2019, and then it was supposed to be like a wall that stood the test of time while I spent a decade in America. But the pandemic changed that, and I came back and I was living with the entire time capsule. Then I realized that the walls haven't been painted in almost a decade, so like it was time to take down the pictures and get the walls painted. And now I kind of like having a blank canvas, although I don't know what to do with it. I'm kind of hesitant because every time I have gotten these walls painted or done something to them, it's kind of been irreversible for the next 3, 4, 5 years. So this time I want to be very intentional with what I put on my walls. And now we've successfully deviated from the point of this entire video. I have been doing way too much. I started working on and releasing music in 2026, which has been quite a journey. I've loved it so much. That's one thing. I was working on an app, and we've released it now and it's out there, so I'm going to link the app in the description. Music, I will let you find me because like maybe in another channel, not here. But yeah, I also shot a music video, so like that's gonna be out soon. So yeah, it's safe to say that we've been doing a lot aside from dance classes, all these creative pursuits, and I've taken a back seat from YouTube content for now, but I do want to get back, and this really does energize me talking in front of a camera and getting to just like yap my heart out. And I realized how much I love it, and I really want to do it more often. I usually don't yap so much during my Vadatara. Today is my Vadatara, if you know the Tarabala system. But I just had this insane creative urge to just like, not even creative urge, I just like wanted to do something. I've been on a manifestor rest cycle. If you know, you know. Rest cycles are just like, ugh, like you're just exhausted. I mean, I've been working through my rest cycle, so like they're even more intense if you don't listen to them. And I've been trying to lounge, take naps, prioritize comfort, prioritize healing, just reflecting. But it's been a little intense. So yeah, and I was having a couplet of days where all I was doing was bed rotting and just scrolling and just having way too much screen time, and I could feel my energy and prana dipping. So I just wanted to like do something. So making this video felt like a necessity because it's the only thing that got me out of like that, like that smog of not really doing anything else but resting. This must be the longest intro ever. Honestly, whatever I'm going to talk about today is kind of unscripted. Like I don't make scripts. I just talk about what I feel, and I have like pointers, but I don't have pointers either. I just want to talk about like intuition and astrology because I've realized that the world around me is like divided into two, right? And like what I'm doing, I'm seeing it being a bridge between those worlds a little bit. People who believe in such things and who are so for it, people who want to like, once they start talking, they'll talk about like intuition, witchcraft, wizardry, shamanic journeys, black magic, this, that. They're all like, there's a lot of pseudo new age spiritual stuff going around, and everyone's like super interested, twin flame journeys, blah blah blah. And they're all like, oh my god, I believe in this. Or like, just believers in like all of this in general. I believe in reincarnation, I believe in energies, la 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 la. So like spiritual people and people who are like skeptical, they're like, this is impossible, there must be some explanation. So in recent times I've been doing readings that are kind of stumping this side, and they're like, how do you know that? Like there is no way you know that. And even stumping me, to be honest, because my astrology readings when I did them were largely skill and perception based, or like interpretation based, or like I would decode what's in a birth chart, and then it did have a lot of intuition to it, because I would be able to see that, oh, like Saturn's transiting the fourth house, so this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm thinking, this is the result, like, I mean, this is what I think could be the result of this combination for you right now. And it was kind of more like putting two and two together and also seeing what's coming based on what I'm seeing. But lately, my intuition has just like skyrocketed, and I'm just like, you have a backache, it's lower right side, right? Or like, a cousin of yours was recently in the hospital. Or like, you had a fight with your mom yesterday. Or like, you're writing a new book. And people are just like, how? And I also am just like, I don't know. And it's like so real. It's been so real, and I don't even know how to like explain it. It's not coincidental. It's not, it's like way too specific to be brushed under the carpet. And it's just like, this is my personal experience, and also the experience of people I've read so far. So they will tell you, I will tell you. I don't know how to document it. I don't know how to RCT it. So like, if you're a skeptic and you're like, this is just bull, please get out of this channel and go somewhere where you're not triggered by me and my existence, because I get it. Okay, my own brother, he's skeptical. I've not been able to do a reading for him, and it's like, how convenient, you're not able to do readings to people who are not open to it. But it's true. If you have an energetic block to receiving and believing, obviously it's like, the divine's purpose is not to, prove itself to you. Like, that's not why intuition comes through. And I really do feel like these readings have been intuitive in a way where it doesn't feel like me. It feels more like I'm a channel. And like, whether it's the influence of the person sitting in next to me, in front of me, whether it's their ancestors, or whether it's just like pure cosmic divine energy, like whatever it is, it just doesn't feel like me. It just feels like information floating around in space. And it's like baffling, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, I always believed that this is a thing. I always believed that, we're downloading information from the cosmos, the more spiritual we are. And today, I can't even emphasize on how much of what is in our day-to-day life in this day and age stumps our intuition. Had it been like thousands of years ago where these things did not exist, I don't think anyone would be surprised with being able to, intuitively say things, or, tell things. First of all, I mean, I've made a video on this, I think, before, but like, substances, alcohol stumps intuition and our connection to one another. Screen time drains prana, low prana blocks intuition. Any other substances block intuition. The processed foods and the diet we have, and low prana foods, and a lot of it, mind you, a lot of us are consuming like foods that are just like, mm-mm. So I get why it's a rarity, and I feel like the only reason why I'm able to tap into intuition this well is because of sadhana, or my spiritual practice, which has been very regular. Like, I haven't missed it a single day in the past 3 years, and this is what is the result of it. And yeah, like other things, like, there's a combination for astrological, like, I have the astrology combination, Ketu in the 8th house, all of that is there. But I think, like, the reason I wanted to bring this up and talk about this is because I wanted to share my experience of it. I feel no ownership, and I'm scared to even like say, yeah, like I'm scared to even feel ego about it, and I don't think I naturally will feel ego about it either. I only feel like, wow, you chose me to like be this channel, and that makes me feel very grateful, and it makes me want to honor it more. And I want to like make sure that I'm doing practices in my day-to-day life that keep my intuition strong, or like, give it that reverence and make sure that I'm using it for good. And a lot of people are seeking me out, and I'm doing readings for a lot of people, and it's been so like, not even rewarding. It like makes me feel like, hey, I'm alive for a reason, like I'm here for a reason, and God gave me a responsibility and a purpose, and I just feel very, very grateful. And I don't walk into readings with like any confidence that, yeah, I'll be able to tell. Every time I'm also like, I don't know what's going to come through. And when people ask me how you know this, I'm like, I don't know how to tell you. And quite a few times, like, crazy amount of information does not come. I read a chart and I'm like, okay, this, and it's usually good, and I'm able to like, but some readings, it's just like things that there's no way I would have known. I'm just like, this is happening, right? And then what happens is like the faith that gets renewed in people, that there's something beyond, what we see in our day to day, and there's something beyond the barriers we put on around ourselves as separate beings from one another. Something breaks and we all realize that we're also connected into some energetic exchange and connected to energy and as a network. It renews my spirituality, renews the spirituality and belief and faith of the people I'm doing readings for. And I think it's been amazing, and I love doing readings, and it's been great. And I think I'm gonna do more videos on intuition very soon. I do want to continue the nakshatra series. I don't want to talk about Bharani and then all the nakshatras consecutively after. But yeah, this is the update so far. And if you want to book a reading with me, I'll put a link in the description. I do online readings as well. Another thing that is and has been happening along with my intuition just skyrocketing, um, I've had a lot of personal revelations about a lot of things. Oh, I do want to share. I really do. I do want to share. I don't know if I have enough time and memory, but mm, you know what? Okay, I'll give you the nutshell version, okay? But before I talk about that, I am neurodivergent. I do have a touch of ADHD, if that even is a rare diagnosis anymore. I do feel um, very overstimulated in environments where I can sense a lot, and I've been sensing more than just so loud noises, too many people. These things can really overwhelm me, and I've had a lot of panic attacks in public spaces because I'm just there's so much going on, and I used to not be this sensitive. My nervous system is way more sensitive. I don't know if that has something to do with my intuition suddenly being girl, how do you know? Even I don't know. So that's been insane. So the overstimulation thing, my nervous system, I'm working on it. It's also peak Sarisati, right? Saturn is in Revati right now. Revati is my moon. Saturn and my moon are right there. So Saturn brings in a lot of nervous, anxious energy. He wants you to face everything. He's constantly reminding you that all of this is temporary. It's all non-eternal, and the reason behind why our anxiety and all peaks is because it just gives us an awareness of what is shrinking the soul versus what helps us expand and step out of what shrinks our soul. So it's just constant spiritual reminder. I've also had a lot of Saturnian lessons around this entrepreneurial journey for me has revealed a lot of my it's amazing how you build a business, but a business also builds you as a person. Failure teaches you so much, rejection teaches you so much. It teaches you how to get back on your feet and keep trying. It teaches you what is important. It teaches you where to prioritize yourself, where to prioritize other people. It reinforces to you your humanity. And it just I've learned so much in the first 3 or 4 years of entrepreneurship, and I've addressed every single core wound as a person, where it's I know how to handle disappointment or rejection, or I don't, it used to shake me, and now I'm okay, cool, what's next? How do we pivot? How do we make this better? How do we do it? So I love that. That's been a central theme. Since this is going to be a life update video at this point, I thought it's going to be intuition, but you know what, now those life lessons were fun. So yeah, it's been insane. It's been good. Feeling all the energetic shifts. This recent full moon was crazy. Emotions were very up and down, up and down. But you know what? I'm not complaining. It's been interesting, and I'm only getting started, and we have so much to do, to be, to share, and I can't wait to share all of it with you guys. So stay tuned for the Nakshatra series to continue, and I'll probably come back here very soon. I'm very glad I was able to come here and drop this update. I'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification so we can stay connected, and I will see you next time. Comment down below what you've been up to. I'd love to know as well, especially if you've been following this channel for a while, girl. It's about time we be friends. Okay. Bye.